live on Bare Knuckle TV. First, we'd like to bring to the stage, this is a big one, ladies and gentlemen, these two lethal warriors met at BKFC 5 3 years ago, and now we are going to determine who is the #1 women's 125-pound bare knuckle fighter. And it will be for the inaugural Police Gazette Diamond 125-pound world title and the inaugural BKFC World Flyweight Championship. Introducing first to the stage, she is no stranger to the squared circle. She is the #1 ranked bare knuckle 125-pound fighter in the world. Please welcome Christine Misfit Faria. And her opponent on the opposite side of the stage, she has made a name for herself inside the squared circle, and she is the other half of that championship fight. Please welcome Britain's 7.0 High. And another reason that Knucklemania II is so important, ladies and gentlemen, we have two big, high-profile signings that will be making their squared circle debut on Saturday. And here comes round #1 of those signings. First to the stage, his third time inside the squared circle, and he has made an impression on the bare knuckle world. Please welcome the Heartbreak Kid, Faves. And his opponent making a long-anticipated BKFC debut. He is a long-time UFC veteran and a 3-time championship challenger. Please welcome Chad Money Mendez. And next up, ladies and gentlemen, the next fight will be taking place for the undisputed Police Gazette Diamond 155-pound World Championship and the undisputed BKFC World Lightweight Championship. First to the stage, he is now the #1 contender for the BKFC title. Please welcome Martin Smash Brown. And his opponent needs no introduction anywhere in the civilized world when it comes to bare knuckle fighting. He is your defending Police Gazette Diamond 155-pound world champion and your undisputed, undefeated BKFC World Lightweight Champion, Luis Baboon Palomino. And the next fight, ladies and gentlemen, we saw fireworks between these two at a BKFC fight night, and we're going to go way beyond fireworks on Saturday. First to the stage, another bare knuckle fighter who has not only entertained us from moment one to moment done, but he is one of the most ferocious fighters to ever step foot into the squared circle. You know him as Julian Let Me Bang Lay. And next up, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, a new signee to Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. He is known all throughout the combat sports world. He is a wild man, and he is ready to throw down. Here is the longtime UFC veteran, Platinum Mike Perry. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we bring to the stage an individual who has brought the bare knuckle world into mainstream combat sports. Please welcome the president of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, Mr. David Feldman. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get this party started with one half of our dynamic commentary team. Please welcome Mr. Sean Wheelock.
Thank you, Jeff. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship in year number 5. This is Knucklemania II, not only the biggest event in the history of BKFC, but the biggest event in the history of modern bare knuckle fighting. The man who has made this all possible is the founder, the creator, the president, the CEO of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, Mr. David Feldman. One more time, everybody. David, the evolution of a combat sports promotion comes in stages. June 2nd, 2018, BKFC won in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Last year, we were here in the great state of Florida for Knucklemania I. Into Knucklemania II. David, can you talk about the growth of this promotion, international expansion, the domestic expansion we have as well? States, commissions continue to open up for bare knuckle.
Yeah, man, it's just been a great ride. It's funny, I was just saying to Rob over there, our marketing, our CMO, right? Or the social media guy. Just kidding, Rob. Anyway, I was saying to Rob over there, come a long way from that ice rink on June 2nd, 2018 to here at the Seminole Hard Rock Casino. It's amazing to be here with some of the biggest names in combat sports as one of the biggest combat sporting events in 2022, and there's so much more to come for this sport.
Stacked card for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships, Knucklemania II this Saturday night. Right here at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. On this card, you will see the continual flow of top fighters from boxing, from MMA, into the sport of bare knuckle and into this promotion, BKFC. One of those is, of course, UFC veteran Mike Perry. Mike, as you now are set to make your bare knuckle debut, what drew you to this sport and to this promotion?
Mr. Feldman here drew me to the sport when he wrote up that contract. Also, I gotta say, there's some hard-working athletes in this sport. They got a lot of drive and intensity. This sport has a lot of intensity, a lot of blood, a lot of action, and no way out. When you stand in front of me, we ain't got no way out. We only can punch each other in the face or, fall down or make it 10 minutes, one of those.
His opponent will be Julian Lane. Julian, a Bellator veteran, a veteran of the Ultimate Fighter. You fought 6 times in BKFC. Do you feel that that experience gives you an advantage over Mike Perry?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking for the advantage, but honestly, having that experience, it helps in the fight. It depends on the situation, though. You know what I mean? If guys come to fight, then they come to fight, man. That's who shows up that night, and that's really what it's about, man.
Is this fight personal for either of you? Just business?
Well, I mean, this type of business is very personal. We're gonna get in there, get close, get personal, and we're gonna try to kill each other.
It ain't know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna knock him the fuck out.
Not a chance, buddy. Not a chance.
First minute, first round, Mike Perry's going down.
Okay, you're making up dreams. You got big ideas over there, but we're gonna see.
I got dreams that come to life.
We're gonna see when we talk.
I got dreams that come to life, baby. And I'm after that bag. You know what I'm saying? You can't get it.
That's cool. I'm getting the bag regardless. I mean,
You gonna get it.
You ain't gonna do nothing to me I ain't never seen before.
Spin that shit though.
You ain't gonna do nothing I ain't never seen before.
You say that. Who you got to image me?
Shit, I got some homies that finished you.
I've been around the game a long time. I ain't never met nobody like me, buddy.
No, you done good. Like you got knocked out like a couple times, then you came back and you did better.
I'm right here.
But you still losing these fights.
Yeah, okay, because you know why? Because I don't pay my record. I fight.
Come on, man. I fought
fight.
15 people in 5 years in the UFC, and they was all in the top 15.
Hey, you got a manager.
I gave it my all.
I never had a manager. I'm self-made.
Because you dumb.
Nah, because I'm self-made.
You dumb.
And I'm
That's
real.
why your hair
I'm
receding.
real. Yeah, okay.
Because your brain is toxic.
What is that called?
Your brain is toxic. Your hair is receding. I got
Talking to
beautiful
yourself.
hair.
What is that? Blonde ass shit. Look like somebody pissed
How old are you? 39?
Shut up.
You about to
You
turn
talking
40?
You can't fight.
With them glasses.
You can't fight. You can't talk shit.
You got them at Target?
You can't even talk shit.
Mike Perry versus Julian Lane. It's BKFC Knucklemania II. Also, of course, on this stat card, you will see Luis Palomino, a dominant champion, versus Martin Trey Brown, who was not given this title shot by David Feldman. He earned it this past December in Tampa, Florida, winning a unanimous decision dominantly over the very tough Bobby Taylor in that title eliminator. Luis, I've teased you about this before. How have you figured out how to keep winning in bare knuckle without actually being punched in the face?
Well, even in my MMA days, head movement and footwork was always a big part of my game. But working with Eric Castaños, Dino Spencer, and we've found a way to put that aggressive craziness with the new techniques that have been taught and mold it all in one. That's why people keep recognizing me as a pound for pound bare knuckle fighter today. I didn't say it, they said it.
His opponent in this title fight, Martin Trey Brown. Trey, you were part of the card at Knucklemania 1 a year ago in Florida. You suffered a torn right knee ACL in your win versus Zach Zane. You came off of the canvas, you heard the pop, you continued the fight. Have you been able to see that as a character test and gain confidence from that win?
You always want to know who you are, and that fight, showed who I am. But had I not gotten up, we wouldn't be here today.
So, Luis, 3 months ago in November in Miami, there's a lot of trash talk between you and Dan Nguyen. Seems like nothing but respect between you and Trey Brown.
Now, I've seen some real childish crap online. I mean, I don't pay no mind to it, but little memes and whatnot, and talk about I'm an easy fight, bruh. Talk about, oh, has he ever fought somebody bigger than me? Has he ever fought somebody that hits as hard as me? Motherfucker, do you do your homework? Yes, I have. I have more wins than you have fights, brother. You damn real have faced all of that. You ready for this? Because I'm 100% right now, baby. 100%. You judging me from my last fight? Kids, do your homework. You don't do your homework, you fail.
Your last fight ain't the only fight I'm judging.
I just addressed that. I came out of a hospital bed 3 months before that fight, brother. Pre-anemic, pre-diabetic, zero cortisol. You still want to talk about a fight that I came from a hospital bed where most people will stay home? That's what you look at?
Bruh, don't nobody hear that shit.
All right.
What was the difference between that fight that he had against that win and the fight he had against Good John?
The fight against Good John, I came to display some skill because I was running over the division in 38 seconds, 40 seconds. It was too easy for me. So you know what? I want to have some fun right now because he's a champion in the UK. And I displayed what's called skill, footwork, head movement, strategy. And I put it all to work and I punished him for 5 whole rounds being almost untouched. He was the only one that actually cut me.
So, according to you, you punished that 5 rounds, right?
Excuse me? I didn't hear.
According to you, you punished that 5 rounds, right?
Before what?
I said, according to you, you punished that 5 rounds, right?
Do you see my face right now?
Yes.
No. Hey, look. I hope you got your dilated eye exam because do you see my face right now? This is how I came out the fight. This is how I came into the fight. This is how I came out the fight. Do you see his face? Gash, 2 mouths, nose bleeding. Yeah, that's damage. That's damage.
That ain't me.
Once again, you're talking about a fight where I came out of a hospital bed. What's wrong with you? I'm 100% worried about me now, brother. Worry about me now. Worry about me now.
You know what's
different animal.
You know what's funny? So listen, I don't remember ever bringing up the that fight. Do any of you motherfuckers remember
all you done today.
that fight?
That's all you done today.
I didn't bring that shit up. He brought
Somebody
it up.
rewind the tape. The guy got CTE. You don't remember what he's saying.
You will see it for the title, the undefeated champion Luis Palomino versus the undefeated #1 ranked challenger Martin Trey Brown. Mike Perry, UFC veteran making his debut, another dominant UFC veteran making his bare knuckle fighting championship debut on this card. Highly accomplished in wrestling, highly accomplished in MMA, now coming to bare knuckle. This of course is Chad Mendez. Chad, I know that you told Chris Lyle and myself you're attracted to the primal nature of this sport. Can you expound on that?
Yeah, I mean, this bare knuckle is brutal, man. We got a lot of UFC guys that we mention this, like, hey, I'm going to bare knuckle, and they're like, fuck that. And so, this is a sport for a special kind, and I'm excited, man. This is something completely new for me. I'm excited to get in here and give her hell. I feel very prepared and ready to go.
His opponent in this bout is Fames, and Fames in this era where a lot of celebrities, a lot of pseudo-celebrities think that they're fighters. You're a successful recording artist. but you're first and foremost a fighter. This is your third bout in bare knuckle. You're 4-0 with 4 knockout wins in boxing. Have you had to overcome the image that people think he's just a musician when at heart you're a fighter?
Chad, you're small, man. Listen, this whole musician thing and the fighting thing, like I said in multiple interviews, I've never gave something 100%. I gave this camp 100%, and a lot of people are gonna be shocked. The world is gonna be shocked.
Do you see this as an opportunity for you to elevate your fighting career because Chad Mendes is a superstar in MMA?
Yeah, this is definitely an opportunity, and to take it lightly would be stupid of me. I'm ready.
Chad, I think it speaks to you, your character as a fighter, as a person, it speaks to David Feldman, it speaks to our matchmaker Nate Shook. No soft landings, no squashes in bare knuckle. The fact that you're coming in against someone who's undefeated in pro boxing and has two fights experience in bare knuckle.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a guy, obviously he knows what he's doing, he's a boxer. I'm a wrestler my whole life, but I've been training boxing and kickboxing and my stand-up game for the last 14 years, so it's not anything that's new to me, but you know, like I said, I feel very prepared. I know what I can do, and sticking to the game plan, this guy doesn't touch me.
Chad Mendes versus Fames, Knucklemania II on Saturday night here at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hard Rock Live in Hollywood, Florida. Told you about the one title fight. You met the champion, you met the challenger. The other title fight on this card for the inaugural BKFC Women's 125-pound strap. This is, of course, Britain Hart facing Christine Faria. Britain, of course, this is a rematch. Do you feel that you're a different fighter from BKFC 5 in your first bout versus Christine Faria?
I'm absolutely a different fighter. I'm on 7.0 now, baby.
How has that changed your approach, your identity, as who you feel as a fighter?
You know, I think as human beings and kind of, again, what I stand for the 7.0s, we're always evolving. And if you're not learning and you stop learning, and even like Chad, you know, he's going into a different sport, you have to be willing to learn and overcome that. And I feel like I've done that with each opponent I've had, you know, not quitting regardless of my record or past. And here it is, it's really, you know, I've been really successful at it and I don't plan to go back.
Christine, coming to this rematch, do you gain confidence on the fact that you defeated Britain Hart at BKFC 5?
She's a new fighter, and I trained for that. I'm coming in as if I haven't fought her before. Everybody expects me to run through her. The odds say it as well, but I'm coming in there 100% prepared. I'm coming in there like I'm going to retire her. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna retire this girl. Her and her team run her mouth the whole camp. When I say something in person, they have nothing to say. But when we get in that square circle, it's just me and you. It's me and you. All right?
Britain?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I
didn't know if you wanted to respond.
Oh, you know what? We're responding February 19th.
Christine, go ahead, please.
I mean, I guess she's learned not to act ratchet at press conferences anymore.
Christine, what does this title mean to you?
It's everything to me. I told Dave a long time ago I wanted to be his first champion. You know, so he gave us that opportunity. Me and Brendan are his 2 female fighters that have been here since the beginning. I think it's great that we both get to fight for that. This is my last run, so this means everything to me. Everything that I worked for all these years, all the sacrifices, this is it, and I'm taking it home.
Britain, same question. What does this title mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it means the same thing. Absolutely, we've been there from the beginning. We're definitely OGs. I'm super glad that we're not doing this whack-ass tournament. So I'm really happy for that. This title means everything to me. You know, for my whole life. You know, I'm tired of people underestimating me. I'm tired of being the underdog. I'm tired of being walked on. I'm tired of name calling. I'm tired of all that shit. And a title, I really think, you know, again, shut everybody up, and I'm just gonna hold that title up.
It is our second title fight on this card for the inaugural BKFC Women's 125-pound Championship. Britain Hart versus Christine Faria. This card is absolutely stacked, so stacked in fact that a number of top fighters on this card are actually in the crowd. We're going to bring up a couple of them. First, I want to bring up Yuli Diaz. He, of course, he took out in Miami, Florida, November 2020 in 3 seconds on Yeli Benedetto. That is the fastest recorded knockout in history, not just of bare knuckle, but in all of combat sports. Everyone, here is Yuli Diaz.
Miami, stand up! Thank you, Dave, for another opportunity. This is a big platform, Knucklemania II. Amazing to fight on this card with these huge names. I'm looking forward to this, man. Thank you, God, for the opportunity. You know, it's amazing to have my family here. And guys, you know, I respect every fighter. I never talk shit about my opponents. I let the fist do the talking, so February 19th, in 2 days, you guys are gonna see some action. And like I tell everybody, when my fights come, don't blink. Don't go to the bathroom, get something to drink, stay in your seat, and check this out. Thank you guys so much. Knucklemania II, 2 days from now. Appreciate you guys. God bless.
I also want to bring up a fighter who will be making his third appearance at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, originally from London, England. Highly successful worldwide in MMA before coming to Bare Knuckle. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the dais, Jake Bostwick.
Nice one, baby. What's up, big guys? Here in the 305. Knucklemania 2 days. Man, this camp's been absolutely phenomenal. I'm in absolute peak shape, best shape ever, physically, mentally. So I'm so excited to absolutely have an absolute blast. This card is unreal. We're legit making history. Obviously, we've already made history with the other events, but you know, this legit is going to be an absolute stacked card. I'm super excited from fight one to the main event, obviously. But I'm so happy to be a part of this. And yeah, man, we're legit making history. And tomorrow is going to be awesome. Obviously, get on them scales and go eat some food. And then, yeah, Saturday go time. So, guys, much love. Tune in. It's going to be an absolute awesome banger night. Much love, guys. Thank you.
I'm going to bring up one more fighter to the dais from out of the crowd, and then Brian Sosha up front has the microphone, and then we'll turn it over to media questions for the entire panel. This is a fighter who made her debut in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship last October at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship Fight Night, Montana. Set now for her second bout in BKFC, making her Knucklemania debut. From Quebec City, Quebec, please welcome Jade Masson Long.
Hi everyone, I'm really happy to be on the Knucklemania II, the biggest part I think of all the history of BKFC. And I just moved here to Florida, so I put everything on it for my career. So I work hard, and I'm gonna show it Saturday night in 2 days. So I'm ready and more than ready.
We can't wait.
So Brian Sosha up front has the microphone. Assembled media, this is your opportunity. Alert Brian Sosha. The first question of the media.
I know we have one right back here, just to say your name and what you know.